Thank you all so much for coming out to Research Live. I'm Elizabeth, and I study the fight or flight nervous system. Now, we've all experienced the effects of the fight or flight nervous system in our day-to-day lives. For example, with Halloween just last week, someone might have tried to scare you with a Halloween prank. And if they succeeded, your heart would have started beating really fast, your pupils would have dilated, you might have even felt sick to your stomach. Those are the effects of the fight or flight nervous system. Your body was preparing to either attack or run away from the threat, which here might have just been your friend in a scary mask. The fight or flight nervous system is centered in your brain, and its official name is the sympathetic nervous system. The sympathetic nervous system sends messages to all your organs, telling it what to do under conditions of threat so that we can ultimately survive the attack. I study the sympathetic nervous system messages to the intestine, and the most well-known, well-studied sympathetic survival signal to the intestine is to stop digestion. The brain sends the gut this signal so that we can divert energy away from digestion to something else more useful in order to survive, such as running away. I've actually discovered that there is another sympathetic survival signal going to the intestine, and that signal goes directly to intestinal stem cells. Stem cells, in general, are the cells in your body that divide to produce other more specialized types of cells. And the intestinal stem cells that I work with are really interesting because they divide so fast to produce more intestinal cells that they create an entirely new intestinal lining every 3 to 5 days. So I've discovered that the sympathetic nervous system talks directly to these stem cells. And what it's actually telling the stem cells to do is slow down their division process. This is a really neat concept, new and exciting, that the brain can talk directly to your stem cells. I'm going to spend the rest of my graduate career trying to figure out more about this process and why it happens. However, there's one long-term application of my research that I'm really excited about. These intestinal stem cells that I work with, sometimes they divide too fast, out of control, and that can be a cause of colon cancer. What if we could use the sympathetic nervous system to tell the cancer cells in the colon to slow down their division? And if you'll recall, the sympathetic nervous system talks to all of your organs. What if we could use it to slow the growth of cancer throughout the body? I hope someday that I can get up here and give a talk like this and tell the audience that we figured out how to use the sympathetic nervous system to stop cancer. Thank you.